Our first Partners in Agriculture Leadership module took place in the New York City area and focused on storytelling in order to become an effective advocate for agriculture.
Observe both small farms and large farms.
While we were in New York, we learned to formulate our story and share that story with various media outlets in an effective manner. We're given the opportunity to study and explain our stance on the use of antibiotics in livestock production.
What I observe firsthand each day is that there are...
This was no easy task because all the folks that we were interviewed by seemed determined to oppose our stance on antibiotics and to get us completely off kilter.
Food that has been treated with antibiotics, and I understand you're the guy who provides those antibiotics to people.
It seems like you guys are kind of lazy if you're just feeding them across the board as an additive. Why don't you take care of the individual animal? I mean,
Making sure lacing the feed with these drugs.
they usually don't take antibiotics.
Not at all. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
What it sounds like to me is that it helps farmers and ranchers make a lot more money.
Not just give everybody in the United States antibiotics.
It sounds like you're saying because of all these factory farms, those animals are sicker, and so you need more antibiotics.
No, that's not necessarily the case.
Not necessarily.
After a few video
That's a good
bloopers and
question.
outtakes during the interview process,
Wow. This is gonna be on the outtakes, isn't it?
I have a few.
Can you repeat that question? I'm sorry.
I, like my classmates, started feeling more and more comfortable with the subject matter, the setting, and the idea that the most compelling and effective stories are those told from the heart, using our own personal experiences to connect with the audience.
Hey, this is Adam Hinton outside of Rocket
By the end of the
Center in
week,
New York
we
City.
use these newly honed skills to pitch our own topics to media outlets at home in hopes of being able to contribute to getting the stories of our own farms and businesses, our communities, and the American farmer in front of larger
We sell Hinton Mills
audiences.
t-shirts and hats as a fundraiser for local AFBF.
The first session was not only challenging and educational, but also fun and exciting. We toured great institutions that make a large impact on the lives of those in agriculture, organizations that impact the world, and sites that inspire us, touch our hearts and our minds, and make us smile. This journey through New York City was an eye-opening experience on the similarities and differences that we have with those in other parts of the country and around the world. I left New York better equipped to tell my story and was encouraged by the people we met, the friends I made, and the future that we all have as advocates for agriculture. One bit of advice: if ever on a scavenger hunt in New York City, charge your cell phone, take an umbrella, and stay away from Columbus Circle.
Tell you what, I am getting soaked down through my clothes. We need to be finding this place really quick. Never, ever, ever use Adam again and his phone for directions. Sir, can you tell us where Columbus Circle is at? Columbus Circle? Columbus Circle.